What's going on, people? What's going on, people in the crib? What is going on? Alright guys, we have a lot of things to do today. First, I'm on the laptop. You're not gonna be able to see anything on that laptop, but I have a lot of legal things I have to take care of because if you guys do know, I'm coming out with like a little small business type thing that is super freaking cool that you guys aren't even ready for. Like the name, the products, everything behind it is so awesome, and I can't wait to share that with you guys, but I can't do that just yet because I have to do a couple other things to make sure the name is like secure under my name and no one else can take it, and URLs and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm doing today, but after that we're going to be working on the cars. So I do have a problem with the Miata and the boost controller, so hopefully I can take care of that today. Hopefully it's just a little mishap with the wiring issue and I can just switch a couple of the wires around and it'll work, because that is the only thing holding us back from going on a dyno and dyno tuning the Miata. So right now we're probably around 180 to 190 wheel horsepower because we're at 8 pounds of boost, and I want to get up to probably 11 to 12 pounds of boost and get around to 210, 220 wheel horsepower. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Hopefully we can take care of that so I can schedule a dyno time and get the thing tuned like a beast, because right now it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. So we got a slight change of plans. A friend of mine who is right here, coming over, and we're gonna try to attempt to wrap his tail lights slash headlights. We only have a limited amount of time, so we're gonna see how far we get, and let's just do that really quick. It's not gonna be an entire video, it'll be like 10 seconds. I'll just do like a fast motion right now. First one done just took me 2 hours. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna do this next one in half the time. What time is it?
It's 1:46.
Alright, we just finished up the smoking of the headlights. Didn't really film much of it just because I've done this so many times, but it looks really, really, really good. Eli's laughing that Dustin has to get his 6 shots. Oh, here we go. Boom. This thing is quick, dude. Now we're riding in Dustin's car. I haven't been in this car enough in the past couple days, so we're just gonna go right back into it. So that definitely wasn't planned. We weren't supposed to wrap Eli's headlights today, but we did. It took a little bit of time. The first one took like an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours. Sadly. And then the next one took literally 10 minutes. So it's just really figuring out the material and how to use it. I've never really used that smoke out material before myself. All I've really done is the neochrome and just actual wrap for like cars. I mean like bodies of the car. Dustin just had to leave. He had to go help out the throttle guys with something. And he didn't want to leave this soon because he does have new wheels coming to my house. Well, they're here and he just missed them. And I was the guy that opened up the wheels that are in this box right under me that none of you guys are gonna see because I don't want to be the guy to, you know, give away his surprise that he should be able to do, but they're really tight, I'll tell you that. They're really freaking sick. Just wait for that video for Dustin to put out and maybe you'll see these wheels. Layla, 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 camera or Layla. So I'm going to try to discuss what happened with the boost controller when Greg was tuning it the other day. I, for one, did not have it set up correctly with the vacuum lines in the boost controller. I'm looking at this now, so that's why I'm able to actually talk to you guys and say what actually needs to be said. It looks like it is an internal wastegate, so we are now running it as an internal wastegate vacuum hose line. It looks like the 2 wires, which is what we think the problem is with the wiring, because the Mega Squirt does not recognize the electronic boost controller at all, so that means we can't even use the boost control in the first place, so we think it's a wiring issue. I know this is all over the place, but listen to this. One wire connects to the 12-volt source, the other to the Mega Squirt. The wiring is not polarized, so it doesn't matter which you run to the 12-volt or to the Mega Squirt. I know they're both connected, I'm gonna go out really quick, check, show you guys, and just make sure that I'm not going crazy. Your boy just casually has a flywheel, a pressure plate, and a clutch just sitting over here. I've decided I'll show you the wheels. Still not gonna see them. So I'm not sure if this IAT sensor is working either. I believe this has something to do with working with the cold starts of the car. For this car, when you turn it on, it actually really struggles because there's like no cold start to the car. As in, like, you know when you turn on a car and it goes to like 2K RPMs right when it's cold? This car doesn't do that. As in, that's not working with the tune so far. So here's the electronic boost controller. It's this bad boy right here. I have it out of the way so it, you know, tries to get the least amount of heat possible. The vacuum line routing is set up that goes, one side of it goes into the wastegate and the other side of it goes into a vacuum source, which my turbo actually has a vacuum source, which is right there, so that's where it's set up as. So I believe I am 100% right with that. There's two wires coming off this bad boy. One of these goes into a power source, which is inside under the dash, and the other should go into the Mega Squirt. The sucky part is the Mega Squirt is under some stuff, so now I have to take some stuff apart, which makes sense because everything in this car you have to take other things apart to get to. Okay, got all this crap out, so I was able to get under there. Had to take that plate of death out that'll instantly chop someone up. This thing is sharper than donkey balls. One downfall about working in the Miata, if you have to work something in the interior, let's say it's under here or under the hood, it's super small. So under the vacuum line, that thing that's clipped in down there is for the boost controller. It's definitely in there. That's so frustrating. So just pull on that. That's definitely in there. Now, the last thing I can check is the power, so the 12 volt supply of power. I'll check that really quick. This situation, I wish I had a detachable steering wheel because it sucks trying to get in here. The 12 volt side that was connected to the power source is connected to a power source, but it was only connected via electrical tape, which is kind of sketch. Took all the electrical tape off, the thing fell off, but at the same time it was connected. I don't have a soldering iron, I have butt connectors. I really don't want to use that, but if I have to, I will. I don't remember doing that, but I guess I just freaking taped it on. So that cable I worked with under the dash that I did sketchily before, that I just messed with, definitely was not for the boost controller because once I took it off, turned off the boost gauge. So that's not the boost controller, Danny. You gotta figure that one out next time. So right now, I really just need to find the boost controller where it's connected to the 12 volt, and the idea is, hopefully it's not connected to a 12 volt and I just need to connect it. I'm an idiot, alright? That should be the title of this video. I'm an idiot, because I'm a freaking idiot. Alright, you remember online where it said, make sure it is connected to the Mega Squirt, the lines, the electrical lines. My dumb butt connected it to a ground. This is good. This is good news. Granted, I haven't tried it yet, so it might still be broken, but it probably isn't. I'm just being an idiot. I am an idiot. Did you just look at that freaking turbo? So aggressive. All right, got everything back in the car. Now I'm gonna check. The car's a little different. It should be a little different because now there's a boost control. Oh my gosh, the seat. Now there's a boost controller in the car, and it should bypass the internal wastegate. But we're just gonna look at it, and then hopefully my man Greg out there will be willing to jump on a dyno with me and do this. The boost controller 100% worked because I was over boosting, which is a bad thing, but I do have overboost protection, so I wasn't doing anything dangerous to the car. I think it gets up to 12 pounds of boost and then it just cuts off. It does like a spark cut, so it feels like it's horrible, but it's actually not that bad. Also, when I was under the hood, when I got out, I felt the actual boost controller and I felt like a ticking, so it's definitely working now. That was not happening before. What I'm going to do right now, just in the meantime before I get to the dyno, is unhook the vacuum line from the boost controller to the turbo, because I'm just gonna run the vacuum line from the turbo vacuum to the turbo internal wastegate, because I don't want to be just over boosting everywhere. I could just go slow, but I'm a race car driver, so I don't know.